Hello friends, today I am here with heat part 2 of 7th standard. In this session we are going to discuss about transfer of heat, conduction, conductor and insulator, convection in air, sea breeze and land breeze, radiation, dark color absorb more heat and kind of clothes for summer and winter. So let us start the session. First, it is about transfer of heat. In the previous session, we have already discussed that heat is a form of energy and that always transfer from hotter region to colder region. And this transferring of energy, this transferring of heat is called as transfer of heat. And generally the heat are transferred in three different ways. So here we are going to discuss what are the three different ways. And they are conduction, convection and radiations. So by this means, by these three methods, the heat is transferring. What are they? Conduction, convection and radiation. Here heat flow due to pictorial it is shown that here left side it is hot, right side it is cold. Heat will flow always from hotter region to colder region by three method. One is by conduction, other is by convection and other is by radiation. Now let us see what is conduction. Conduction is a process by which heat is transferred in solid object from hotter to colder region. So conduction, in conduction process, transferring of heat is in solid object, always from hotter region to colder region. For this we have to study one activity. Take an iron or aluminum rod or strips and fix few wax pieces on rod at equal distance. Now clamp the rod to a stand and from one end heat the rod. Now what will happen? After some time you will observe that heat will transfer from hotter region to colder region. Hotter region where the heat we are giving, that is the hotter region. So the wax begin to melt from hotter region and fall down from the heated end. So this will prove that heat is always transferring from hotter end to colder end by means of conduction. Why? Because rod is a solid object. Here you can see here. This is the transferring of heat from hotter to colder region. Here you can see the falling of wax. Falling of wax is from hotter region to colder region. So always the heat is transferring from hotter region to colder region, and you can see here how the wax pieces are falling. First the wax which is close to the burner fall first, and then later on all the wax pieces will fall down as soon as the heat is transferring from hotter to colder region. So this shows the conduction of heat. Now let us see about the difference between conductor and insulator. Conductor means those material which are able to transfer heat. They are called as conductor. For example, iron, aluminium, copper, all metals. All metals are good conductor of heat. So these materials always conduct heat, pass heat. So whenever the heat is able to pass through them easily, then these material are called as conductor. Insulator, just opposite to conductor. These materials do not allow heat to pass through them easily. For example, wood, plastic, glass, rubber, air, they are the insulator. They are called as insulator. Here it is figure given that 5 electrical conductor and 5 electrical insulator. silver, gold, copper, steel, seawater, and here rubber, glass, oil, diamond, dry wood. These all are insulator and upper one are conductor. So they are also good conductor and insulator. Here it is given conductor and some insulator, pictorial figure, plastic, wood, paper, rubber, all they are the insulator. And this wire, copper wire, metals, coin, they are the conductor. Now second is convection. It is also a mode by which the heat is transferring, but here the heat is transferred in liquid and gases, again from hotter region to colder region. So in conduction the heat is transferred in solid object, whereas in convection heat is transferred in liquid or gaseous state. For this also we have to see one activity. Take some water in a round bottom flask and keep it on a tripod stand and put some crystal of potassium permanganate in it and start heating the burner. You will observe that the water at the bottom become hot first, and hot water is always lighter, so it rises up, and cold water from the top moves down. So thus water become hot and rises up, and cold water from the top moves down. So this process continues, and you can observe the movement of that crystals or the color of the potassium permanganate, and it will continue till all the water get heated. So this show that heat is transferred by convection. Why? Because here we have taken the liquid, that is water. This is the figure showing convection. Here also you can see the figure of convection. Now let us see convection in air. We know that the air near the heat source is heated, and hot air always rises up because it is lighter. So it always rises up. Now the air from the side moves in to take its place. Why? Because that space become vacant. So in this way the air gets heated. If you keep one hand above the flame and one hand on the side of the flame, which hand you will feel hot? The hand at the top feel hot because air above it is heated by convection. The hand at the side does not feel as hot because there is no convection, because always the heat is transferring from hotter to colder region. Here you can see that warm air, then whenever the warm air become warm, it goes up, and the cool air goes down on the side. Now let us discuss about sea breeze and land breeze. It is very interesting. During daytime, the land gets heated faster than the sea. So what is happening? The air above the land gets heated and become hotter, and we know that hotter air is lighter, so rises up, and cool air from the sea moves towards the land. So this phenomena is called as sea breeze. Why? Because cool air is moving to take the place on the land. So this is called as sea breeze. Just opposite condition is land breeze. Land breeze, during the night time, sea cools down slowly than the land. So hot air above the sea rises up, and cool air from the land moves toward the sea. So this is called land breeze because the cool air from the land moves toward the sea. So this movement, that is called as land breeze. Here you can see the figure of sea breeze and land breeze. In sea breeze, during daytime, the land heated and the cool air move towards the sea, whereas night time, the warm air goes up and cool air move to the land. Now next topic is radiation. Radiation is a process by which heat is transferred from one place to another without any medium. Here no medium is required. Neither the medium will be solid nor liquid nor gases, without any medium. How the heat from the sun reaches to earth? It is due to the process of transferring of heat by radiation. So the heat from the sun reaches the earth by radiations. You might have observed that when we are sitting near a fire, we feel warm. How? Due to the heat radiated by the fire. So thus all hot bodies radiate heat. Here you can see it is given in the figure that sun radiate heat to the earth. Here also transferring of heat by all the means: radiation, convection and conduction. Solid, liquid and without any medium. Here also conduction, radiation and convection. Convection by air. Now conduction by that rod and radiations from the fire without any medium. Now the next topic is why dark colored surface absorb more heat than the light colored surface. For this you can do one activity. Take two tin cans of same size and paint the outer surface of one can with black, another with white. And now pour equal amount of water in both the can and kept it in sun for about half an hour or 1 hour. And measure the temperature of water in both the cans. You will observe that the water in the black can is warmer than the water in the white can. Why? Because dark color surface absorb more heat than the light colored surface. So here the dark color is black and light color is white. Now let us see kind of clothes we should wear in summer and winter. So as we have discussed earlier from the activity that dark color surfaces absorb more heat than light colored surface. So dark colored surfaces radiate more heat than light colored surface. We should wear dark colored cloth in winter. Why? Because it absorbs more heat and keeps us warm. And we should wear light colored cloth in summer because it reflects most of the heat and keeps us cool. And in winter we should wear which cloth? Woolen cloth. Why? Because wool is a poor conductor of heat. The air is present in between the wool fiber and air is a insulator. So it prevents loss of heat from our body. So we feel warm. Here dark color surface absorb more heat than light color surface. It is seen by figure that absorbs dark color cloth more heat and reflect sun by white color cloth. This is the shown pictorial form of black surface and white surface. Here you can see that two thermometers are kept. So here the more sunlight is absorbed by black surface, the thermometer, the level of mercury is more. Here you can see next side white surface, the level of the mercury is less. So absorption and reflection of light is seen in both that dark black surface as well as white surface. This is a activity which you can do at home. Make one paper spiral and tie it with the help of thread and that any stick, and put it in over the candle flame. Then it will move. Why it will move? Because the air, the hotter region near the candle flame transferring along with the spiral paper, and this paper will move. Thank you. For any kind of doubts, please write your question in comment section.